It began as a base, a monument of stone and ingenuity. Built not for power, but for pride, they called it Titan. Crafted block by block in the heart of a lawless server, Titan was more than a structure, it was a statement. A declaration of presence in a world governed by shifting alliances, secret grudges and silent wars. In the beginning, it was a marvel, vast halls, concealed passageways, and a command of red stone that whispered of greatness. But in a world as volatile as ours, pride rarely goes unpunished. Everything changed. Without warning, we were banned, kicked from our own narrative. When we returned, we weren't heroes. We were pawns. The server's unseen powers handed us a task cloaked in mischief, but rooted in control. Troll the wealthiest player, BD Bossman, using the most fierce mobs known, Wardens. These were no ordinary pranks, they were assaults, summoning terror where only peace and profit had once stood. We were tools, and tools can either obey or shatter. But it wasn't enough. Not for them. Our efforts deemed insufficient, we were forced into further chaos. More trolling, more targets. The list grew, players across the server fell to our tactics, some laughing, others plotting revenge. We began to question who was really pulling the strings, and why? Us. The answer began to surface in the unlikeliest of places. Sitting in the halls of Titan in a cage swinging above, we found a cell. A single villager, silent, motionless, locked behind iron. A prisoner? Or something more? We didn't know then that this quiet captive held the threads to an unraveling tapestry. The ancient guards of Titan, the warden at the center of Titan, knew of the plot and warned and paid with his life. The heart of Titan was exposed and at risk. We discovered that the villager wasn't just someone we had forgotten. We had been meant to forget. A member of a secretive spy network embedded throughout the server's islands. A network that had eyes everywhere. Every build we made, every conversation we whispered, it had all been heard. Catalog filed away, and now the file was open. We sought answers on an island. We met a villager who claimed to be the prisoner's brother. Peaceful, honest. He shared details, too many details about the organization, about us. And then he died, murdered. Not by us, but by his own brother. The one we had once held captive. A blade in the back, a whisper of guilt, and then a message carved in red. We were to blame, with blood on our hands. Falsely or not, we ran. Authorities stormed Titan. The towers crumbled, the halls went dark. We vanished into the tunnels beneath the world. We weren't just fugitives, we were hunted ghosts in a pixelated wilderness, with the great pressures bearing on Titan. Intherealgames turned himself into the mods and was sent to the prison server. But even in exile, Titan was never truly gone. Prison didn't stop us. They thought they could lock away players like us, reduce us to breaking rocks and crafting spoons, but they forgot one thing. We build always in that cold concrete world, beneath bedrock bars and warden-guarded gates. We began again, Titan 2.0, born in confinement, shaped in silence. We rebuilt not just for survival, but for strategy. A teleportation device capable of leaping to other servers. Technology hidden in cracked stone and false bookshelves. No one knew. Not yet. But while we toiled in the shadows, the villagers surged into the light. The Emerald City rose like a virus across the landscape. Gleaming towers of greed, villagers, once silent NPCs, now strutted with authority, gloating, mocking Titan. Our creation had become their throne. And then came the twist. Grendel, the presumed dead brother of the villager we had once imprisoned, appeared alive, commanding, and worse, there was a third brother locked away in a secret facility, so secure, even we couldn't reach it. What power did they share? What legacy had they kept hidden? The tension snapped. We escaped prison. The Intherealgames resistance, long dormant, roared back to life. Lines were drawn, the war began. Players took sides, bases were flattened, the skies filled with fire. Titan once again became the battlefield. We weren't just fighting for land, we were fighting for the truth. And then came a calm before a different kind of storm. Life felt normal, too normal, until it wasn't. The villager who had started it all, the prisoner, the spy, the liar, was never what he seemed. He was not merely a brother, not merely a villain. He was an ancient entity, a shapeshifter, a legend spoken of in corrupted code and glitched sea temples. He was the sea god, the final frames revealed his true form. An elder guardian, eyes glowing with unnatural powers, swimming just beyond the edges of rendered distance. Watching. Waiting. Titan has risen. Titan has fallen. Titan has risen again, but the tides, they are still rising. And this story is far from over.